Hi, this is Marloomz Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make Echo from the movie Earth to Echo. I saw this movie with my daughter and my niece yesterday, and it was absolutely adorable. And so a lot of you asked me to loom it, and so I did. So this is what I came up with. And for today I'm going to be using metallic silver. You can also use gray if you want. This is what it'll look like if you use gray. I do like the way the metallic looks a lot better. And you could also use black if you want, but if you use black, you probably won't see the eyes. So I suggest that you use a silver or a gray. So for today, I'm going to be using the metallic silver and the Rainbow Loom jelly blue and 2 small pony beads. If you don't have pony beads, you can just use black bands. So let's get started. The first thing is you're going to grab your bands, your silver bands, and you're going to place 2 bands on these 2 pegs right here and 2 here. And then you're going to take another 2 and go down 3 times. So we placed 2 on this side and this side to the left and right, and we're going down 3 on this row and then 3 on this row. And it's probably hard to see because the color blends in. And then you're going to go down 3 in the middle as well. And then you're going to take 2 bands and you're going to place 2 bands on these 3 pegs right here. And then you're going to take your hook and place this middle band above this peg right here. Then you're going to take 2 more of your color that matches the color of Echo. And that's the neck. And then you're going to go to the left and to the right, and that's going to be the shoulder. For the middle, I'm going to switch to my jelly blue and place a set of jelly blue there. So 2 sets. And then followed by 2 sets of the silver. So I did the shoulder, 2 jelly blues, a silver, and a silver. And then for the outside, a set there. And a gray set here, or silver. Just silver and silver. Then switch to your jelly and place a jelly here and a blue. You don't have to be using jelly, you can just use whatever color blue you want. So blue and a blue here. And then 2 sets of silver again on either side. And then another set here. So it's silver, blue, silver, silver, again silver, blue, silver, and silver. So this is what yours should look like so far. And then you're going to grab another 4 silvers, so 2 here, and from this middle peg, place it on that peg. And then another 2, again from the middle to this peg right here. Then we are going to place bands that overlap. So you're going to take your silver bands again, and you're going to place 2 silver here, another set of silver here, a set of blue bands, and then a set of silver again. So the overlapping does not match the bottom, so it's the top part is going to be silver, silver, blue, silver. Again, on this side is silver, another set of silver, a set of blue, and then another set of silver. Then you're going to grab a single band that's silver as well, again, and wrap it around this peg only 3 times, and the same on this one, only 3 times, a single 3 times. So we wrap the single around each peg 3 times. We're going to place the triangle bands now, so grab a single silver band and place it on these 3, on these 3, and on these 3. Then take your hook and you're going to reach in where we place the band that we only wrapped around 3 times, and you're only grabbing the first set of gray bands, so the first 2, and you're looping that forward. And the same here, see this band right here, the triangle, you're going to push that back, reach in for the blue, and loop forward. Push the gray band back, grab just the first set of bands, and loop forward. There's a bottom set of bands, these, we're not touching those. Push this back, grab just those 2 bands, and loop forward. And we're going to do the same on this one. We're just going to be looping the first set, not the bottom. So reach in, grab just the first 2 bands, and loop it forward. And then again, push this back, reach for the blue, loop it forward. Reach in here, push the triangle band back, grab the first 2 gray, loop it forward, and the same here, the top 2 gray, and loop forward. So once you have done that on both sides, you're going to remove this layer and place it to the outside of the loom. So you're going to take your thumb so that this doesn't come off, and you're going to pop this off and place it over the side. And you know you did it correctly when the triangle bands look like triangle bands, otherwise it's not done correctly. So you pop it off, and you're not popping this part off. This should stay, this little loop right here should stay on this peg. So you're just popping off the 3, 1, 2, 3. You're leaving the top and the bottom on. And the band should look like a triangle where one band is above and one band is straight below. If it's like this, it's not correct. So it should look like that on all 3. Now we're going to do this side. You're going to take your thumb just to hold that there and pop off one, and the other one just popped off by itself. And then we're going to pop this one off and place it to the side. So we left this part on and this part on. And once you have finished doing that, we are going to add a triangle band, a single gray band, on these 3 pegs right here. And we're going to add Echo's little arms that he has in the movie. You don't have to add this. This is optional. I do think it's cute. This is what he would look like without them, I guess. But I'm going to add them because I do like them. And again, like I said, this is optional. You don't have to add that part. So if you want him to have his little wings or his arms, you're going to take a single gray band and place it on these 3 pegs right here. So they're not connected to Echo. And then take 2 and place 2 bands here and 2 bands here. Then take another 2 and place it on these 3 pegs right here, like that. So it should look like a V. Then take another single, take a single, so this was a single, this first one, the rest were all doubles. Take a single now and wrap it on this peg 4 times. And you're going to reach in where you wrap that cap band and just grab 1 band on the bottom and bring it to the left or to the right, it doesn't matter. Reach in again, push back the cap bands, grab the remaining band and bring it to the other side. Then reach in here, grab these 2 bands that are on the bottom, loop it forward, same here, and loop those forward. Then bring this single to the middle and this single to the middle. And then you remove it. And that's one of Echo's little arms. And you open all the bands, make sure that you have all 3 bands, and you place it on this peg right here. And then you do the exact same thing again. So you grab a single and you place it on these 3. Grab 2, place it on these 2 right here. And there. Another 2 here. Another 2 bands. That looks like a V. Then a single wrapped around this peg right here 4 times. And we loop, push back the cap, grab 1 band, bring it to the left or to the right. So then you reach in here, bring the 2 forward, and here too, bring the 2 forward, and bring the single to the middle and the single to the middle. And then you remove it and you place it on the other peg. Again, make sure you place your finger through the hole and grab all the loops and then place it on here so that you don't lose it. Now for Echo's eyes, you can use bands if you don't have beads. And for the eyes, you're going to take a single black band, wrap it around your hook 4 times, like that. And then you're going to take a single band that's blue that matches the one that we placed on his body. And you're going to transfer those black bands onto, oops, let's do that over. So you wrap it around 4 times. And you place the black band onto a single blue band like that, and you do that again. And once you have done that to 2 of them, you're going to take your band. You should have 2 loops like that. Take your hook, go through one of the loops, twist it over, take your hook and go through. Then take this loop, place it on the hook, take the loop, twist it, place your hook through it. And it should look like that. And we're going to do that again. Take your loop, put it on your hook, twist, place the hook through it. Take this loop, put it on your hook, twist, put the hook through it. So that's both set of Echo's eyes, and you're going to then transfer these onto a single silver or metallic band, whichever you use for his body, and you're going to transfer the eyes onto that single band. So I pull one eye at a time and slide it down. and then I do the other one. And once you have both sets of the eyes onto your single band, you're going to place it on this peg and this peg, like that. And then you're going to separate them, and you're going to take your hook and open the middle right here and place one band above the peg and the other band below. But for my tutorials, I like to use the bead. So for the bead, I just slid a blue band through a pony bead, a small one, and the same concept, you take the band, twist, hook through it, and wrap it around, again, twist, hook through it, place the loop, twist it around. So once you have done that, you're going to transfer that again onto the silver band. These jelly bands are very slippery. So that's one set, and the other, and that's one eye, and then the other set. And then you place them on these two pegs right here. So on the top it's the second peg on both sides, and then you separate the eyes, and then you open this band right here and place it to the one above. One band goes above that peg and the other one lays underneath it. And then once you have done that, we are going to just add the little ears, and then we're done. So for the ears, you can take your silver bands and you can just place two here, like that, and just grab a single and wrap it around 4 times to cap it off. It's 4 times. And then you can just reach in where the cap band is and then pull it forward. And that's one ear. And then you place it on this peg right here. The other ear, you can use it on your loom too, or you can just wrap a single silver around your hook 4 times. And then grab 2 silver bands and just transfer them on. It doesn't matter which way you use as long as it comes out the same way. And so that's the other ear, and that goes right here on this peg. And this one goes here. So now we are ready to loop. We are going to take our hook, and what you're going to do is you're going to reach in. This is where the extension is, and you're going to reach in and grab the first set of bands. There's a middle and there's the bottom. So you're grabbing actually the middle set or the second set, and you're bringing it to this peg right here. The same here, you're going to reach in, there's these, that's the extension, we don't want that, and then there's that middle set, and then the bottom. We want the middle. Reach in, grab the middle, and bring it to this middle peg right here. And then you're reaching into these pegs again, grabbing the remaining 2 gray bands and looping that forward. Same here, reach in, grabbing the 2 gray and loop forward and push down, and then reach in here and push back all the gray bands and grab the bottom 2 and loop forward. Reach in here, push back, grab the bottom 2, loop forward. You can loop this, reach in here, push back, grab the bottom 2, loop forward. So we looped all these 3, and now we're going to loop the other 3. So reach in here, and this one's easy. Grab the blue, loop forward, grab this blue, loop forward. Again, pushing back this triangle band, and grab the blue and loop forward. Push back this gray band, grab these two gray bands, loop forward, loop the blue, and push back this and grab the gray. Now we're going to loop these to the middle. So you're reaching in where the little arm is, and you're pushing every band back except for those bottom two. Bring it up, and there is a little tension and I don't want my bands to rip, so I take my hook and I enter the peg and I go in a circular motion. And then this one, push every band back except for the bottom two, bring it to this peg, and I feel that there's tension, so I take my hook and I release the tension. Reach in here, push everything back, grab just the bottom two, and loop forward. And then you're going to be careful over here. You're going to push back the first set of gray bands. So you're going to reach in to the peg right here, and you're pushing back and grabbing the bottom two and looping this forward. And then over here as well, there's this band right here and the bottom band. You're going to push back the first set. You're going to push these back and grab the bottom two, maybe just hold on to those and loop it forward. And then the middle, you're just going to loop forward. And then you're going to reach in here and loop this forward. Oops, mine came off. Doesn't really matter. So you're going to loop that forward and reach in here and push back these bands and loop the bottom two forward. Loop the middle. And there's that I band. You want to make sure you push that back. Grab the bottom two, loop forward. Again, there's that little invisible I band right there. Push that back. Grab the bottom two, loop forward. Push the I band back. Grab the bottom two bands, loop forward. And then we're just going to reach in here, push everything back, and grab just the bottom two bands, loop to the middle, and the same thing, pushing the ear back, grab the bottom two, and loop to the middle. And then once you have done that, you're going to take your hook and enter this peg and go through, and I'm going to use two bands to be safe. And take your band and pull it through. Place both loops onto your hook and place the first set over the second, and that's your slip knot. And then you can pull on slowly. If your slip knot breaks while you're pulling on it, then just tear it off and start over by placing your hook through the bands again and adding another two bands. So now we're going to remove Echo from the loom, and I'm going to do it slowly. Now in the movie, Echo has like really tiny little feet. We can add that. You can just add a single black band if you want to on the bottom, and I can show you how to do that. I personally didn't like how the feet look, so I removed them. But again, if you know, it's your choice if you want to add the little feet. So this is Echo. And you just take his eye, and if you're using bands, same thing, you're going to place the eyes, pop them through, and adjust his eye, and his ear, pull on them, and make his face more square. And now his arm, there's a band right here. There's two bands, 1, 2, and 3, 4. The front 2, the arm goes through the front 2. And the same on here. There's the first 2, just the arm goes through those 2. And then you can just pull on the bottom to give him more of that oval shape. And if you want his hands to stay, what I did is I just S-clipped them together. You can just get an S-clip and take them together like that so that they stay together like in the movie. That's how he is in the movie. And then you take your hook from behind, and if you want to hide the the slip knot, you just pull it through some bands and start hiding it behind. Let me show you quickly what I mean about the legs if you want him to have some legs. So if you want legs, you're going to grab a black band, and I only have one with me, so I'll show you just one. And you're going to grab these 2 bands and these 2 bands right here. And you're just going to take a single black band and you're going to loop it through all those gray bands and then create a slip knot and pull on it. And then what I did is I take the band and I twist it around my finger, and then I make a knot. So I twist it around my finger, and then I put the little loop through the hole and slowly pull the knot till it's like kind of at the bottom, so it looks like it's a foot, and that could be like one of his little feet. And then you would take another black band and you would do the same on this side. And I know his feet are very close together in the movie, so I'll try to do that. And you just take the black band and you pull it through and you create the slip knot. And again, you take the band and you wrap it around your finger. You try to make a knot, but don't pull on the knot hard, because you're going to try to pull the knot to the bottom until it looks like a little foot, and that could be Echo's feet. I personally don't like it, so I'm just going to remove it. I like the way he looks without it, but if you did like the feet, then you can do that too, but I don't like it. So this is how you make Echo. And again, if you want his arms to stay together, you just take a little S-clip and you can S-clip his inner band over here somewhere to his other hand and try to hide it. And then it gives it that look that he has in the movie where his hands are closed. I didn't do such a good job this time, but you get the idea. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you make it, please tag me on Instagram at #Marloomz Creations, and thank you so much for watching.